Social emotional development, my favorite. So, social emotional development does not stop just because the children enter elementary school, but much like physical development, this aspect gets left out. Sometimes even worse than physical development because most school districts require PE, even though every year they threaten to get rid of it because of budget cuts. Um, there's a whole obesity campaign that keeps physical education in the schools. There's no formal requirement for social and emotional development support in the schools. Most schools have a guidance counselor, and they leave that to the guidance counselor, which is a big mistake because the classroom teacher is the one that should be responsible for providing most social emotional development that goes on in the school. Another aspect of social emotional development that we as teachers have to think about is we expect the parents to do that kind of teaching, and unfortunately, most parents just don't know how. Um, One of the things you do as a teacher is you build community in your classroom, make sure the children are connected to one another, and you are connected to them, and they are connected to you. And you do this on purpose through activities. Then you also have to consider where they are in each grade level, developmentally speaking, and then each child developmentally speaking. If you are not supporting the social emotional development of the children in your classroom, you're doing a huge disservice to them because there are a lot of smart people that don't have jobs because they don't know how to get along. And if you're connected to your children, they'll learn better from you. So those are two big, broad brushstrokes comments about the importance of social emotional development and the support in the elementary classroom. The aspects of social emotional development you want to consider is the Erikson theory states that children in this age are in industry versus guilt. Um, the Then we have to consider our attachments that we've made and how well we're doing with that, and our peer relationships with the friendship theory and friendship development theory and the perspective taking theory, Selman's work. So keep those things in mind when you're talking about social emotional development. And also connecting back to moral development, where Piaget and Kohlberg said that our students are in these stages and what we view as right and wrong. Social emotional development is directly connected to discipline. So your discipline tactics will determine how well you can connect with your children and how much respect you are going to give and get. So just it's important to understand social emotional development, and I'm hoping that the activities that have been put into this section of the module will help you to think about and support your growth in understanding social emotional development in the elementary child.